net zero from a government perspective cannot be achieved alone. We need to have every other partner with us on board. But I believe that in order to come up with the disruptive technologies, you need to start from science. So don't jump into solutions based on technologies that are there, and we need to invest in science to achieve that.
I think by working together, we'll reach net zero. I'm very much optimistic before 2050, and we will leave this planet for the next generation in much better hands.
Face issues in Madagascar as in terms of deforestation, for example. So in the next 10 years, if we don't act right now, we will go to emit carbons.
Can industry survive a net zero future? It's a big question, but it focuses on our future, as we've been discussing today, climate change, our energy transition, our net zero future. It's a big question. It's a big perspective that we like to draw upon. So, Your Excellency, Dr. Amna, if I can come to you first for your view.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here today. And it's a very difficult topic to be talking about, but yet the answers are sometimes quite straightforward when we think about them. When we talk about net zero when it comes to industry, let me give you a perspective on net zero from the UAE. The UAE have announced its net zero strategy, which spans across 6 sectors, one of which is industry. And we know that industry contributes heavily to achieving that strategy. And because we take a whole of system approach, we did not approach this only from the government perspective. There has been consultations with the private sector, with the industries, with all stakeholders, all the way during the development of the strategy. And now when we talk about the implementation of this strategy, net zero by itself, net zero from a government perspective cannot be achieved alone. We need to have every other partner with us on board. And I think one of the models that the UAE have initiated, and we've had even a discussion on that last June in Bonn, is the National Dialogue for Climate Ambition. This is a dialogue that has been initiated for quite a while, even before I'm appointed as a Minister of Climate Change and Environment, which is less more than a year now. And this dialogue aims at engaging all the stakeholders and partners so that they come forward and they join the climate pledge. Mm-hmm. The climate pledge that they design and they initiate and implement their own net zero strategies. And they design that, or they put that roadmap so that they achieve it. And just like with governments, we have checkpoints along the net zero strategy 2050. It's very long term, and we cannot look that far without having checkpoints all the way and having revisions being made so that we make sure, are we on the right path, and if we're not, we correct course. The same has been applied with all of our partners. And the National Ambition Dialogue, in fact, was organized with EGA. And by then, we had 140 companies joining the climate pledge in the UAE. And that just shows you how the UAE implements the public-private partnership in every aspect, whether it's short-term, long-term, and with challenges or with what is identified as challenges worldwide, but we like to look at as opportunities in the UAE.
It's crucially important what you say about climate action. It is seen as somehow not competitive or not good for the economy in some respects. But Minister, let me come to you from Madagascar's point of view. That's not the case either, is it? It's a misconception. And in particular, when it comes to your key industries like sugar or textiles, how is industry adapting for this net zero future?
That topic is really interesting for us. Obviously, Madagascar, island in the Indian Ocean, is actually a net zero emitter for the moment. So we are just starting also the course of the industrialization of the country. And we are bringing most of the policies in between of the public and the private sector also, just to incitate all the stakeholders and all the operators just to have to be aware about that climate change issues and what we're gonna do. Definitely in Madagascar we need to produce whatever we need to consume every day, because we have a lot of importation actually. And if we talk about sugar, because this is something which can be an example for the circular economy, if we talk about climate future and net zero emission in the next years, we are importing more than half of the consumption we need in 1 year. In a sugar can you plant, you can produce sugar, you produce alcohol, you can produce ethanol as well, and you can produce energy. With the biomass and the biogas also you can absorb from the production of sugar. This is on the whole east coast of Madagascar. We have a very big land just to be planted for sugarcane. We have more than 36 million hectares available in Madagascar, and we use only 2 or 3 million hectares actually. We face issues in Madagascar as in terms of deforestation, for example. So in the next 10 years, if we don't act right now, we will go to emit carbon. So all the policies we build actually around those strategic industries, sugar or textile, are just around the circular economy, how to produce more locally with the best innovation, and we link the SMEs also just around those environment of those big industries with research and development. We have a very big we have young population in Madagascar, and they are really interested in innovation and research. So they are trying to look for the best solution and contextualize it to the country. That is most important. And we incitate all the operators also just to have that vision that we need just to keep on the area we're living on. So take care of our future and take our future in our hand.
Thank you. Abdel Nasser, let me come to you. In terms of EGA, talk to us about where you're currently positioned along the journey with the global energy transition, decarbonising your industry in particular.
Thank you for the question. I would like also to let you know, and Her Excellency also aware, we were the first company in the UAE who signed the pledge for net zero 2050. Even though we are part of hard-to-abate industry, it was a big challenge and difficult decision to make. But we are here making a lot of progress in the last 2-3 years. In EGA, as I mentioned, we are committed for net zero. We were in Davos, and I would like to mention that EGA been designated as a Industry 4.0 lighthouse in the region. We were the first company in the UAE and the first company in the aluminium industry to have such designation. And we will be now part of a global network which we can use a lot of lesson learned and a lot of use cases. And one of the use cases which basically bring us closer to the award got to do with sustainability. So we already started this journey 4 years ago. And we believe Industry 4.0, we will give EGA a competitive edge in the market. And I was supported in this journey by 3,000 employees in EGA who really upskilled and trained for digital transformation. And we built more than 80 use cases in 4 years. And our target going forward will be 40 use cases per year. And the impact so far is more than $100 million per annum for EGA. We want to do more. We will want to help the climate, and we will also make money. And our customers basically want to be more connected with EGA. And I'll tell you what things we are doing for customers. But for decarbonization, as you know, we have our own aluminium technology to produce our essential materials for decarbonization. and aluminium is a metal to stay. So working with our R&D, we just finalize and complete also groundbreaking for the new technology for EGA, which will save more than 12% of EGA CO2 emissions. And we are doing more. I mean, innovation and continuous improvement is part of EGA culture. We want to do more. We want to save the planet, and we want to be closer to our target of net zero. Basically, it's working together as industry. I think now we believe a lot of waste materials from our industry can be used as a feedstock for other industries, especially cement and steel. And one of the waste materials now we're trying to convert or extract the iron ore out of this waste, which will be happy to hand it over to our Emirates Steel to make green aluminium. And also we have a small project with Her Excellency, how to convert some of the waste we have in the EGA in industrial type soil, which can be used for agriculture. So I think by working together, we'll reach net zero. I'm very much optimistic before 2050, and we will leave this planet for the next generation in much better place.
Minister, let me hand the mic to you. The floor is yours to conclude our panel discussion, as time is against us, sadly. But what is your greatest hope? What is your message to industry about surviving not only a net zero future, but how government will continually hold their hands, support them on that journey?
You can see from Abdel Nasser's answers and the examples that we have mentioned is that there are so many opportunities that comes with the design, with designing the right pathway toward achieving net zero in the industry. And this is an example that came from a hard-to-abate industry.
Yes.
And they are the hardest to achieve net zero in. But if you can achieve that here, then you can achieve it across all. You just have to do it in a very structured manner, going from applying solutions for energy efficiency. And we know that there is a huge enabler to achieve that at the moment, having AI technologies and solutions can be used for that. And that was actually one of the outcomes of the UAE consensus, going from that to exploring diversified energy mix for the industries, renewable energy and clean energy as a whole. And part of that, the energy that we can produce from circularity, be it from biomass, be it from waste to energy. And we have a lot of those pioneered in the UAE. And hydrogen is very big in the future. We're just we're at an early stage of it, but we expect to have huge potential coming from this field as well. Then you go into the different technologies that we know there's a lot of research around it, carbon capture, usage and storage. There are a lot of technologies. We hear about a lot of startups that are coming into this space, but I believe that in order to come up with the disruptive technologies, you need to start from science. So don't jump into solutions based on technologies that are there. And we need to invest in science to achieve that, and especially in this space. And I believe that the company or the group of companies that are going to come up with the right, most economically viable solutions in this space are going to have huge success and huge economical impact. And then you have also the other models that has been discussed also in climate negotiations and agreements, like the carbon credits and carbon markets, which could be also a facility that they can resort to. So achieving net zero is not difficult. It's not in conflict with growth. We have a pro-climate, pro-growth approach in the UAE, and they go hand in hand. And as I said before, we need to identify the opportunities. And that goes along because sometimes we talk about just transition when it comes to renewables. Not sometimes, all the time. And we need to make sure that, or we need to identify the opportunities that comes with the creation of new job markets and new job opportunities, new areas that we need specialties and expertise in. That comes with diversifying or implementing the net zero strategies.